why everybody still not unmuting themselves? Please, everybody, please unmute yourself and please answer to this. Please answer to this.
Hello.
Happy morning.
Hi.
Happy morning.
Happy morning.
Happy morning.
Happy morning.
Yes, that's the response that I'm looking for. So, happy morning, everybody. Welcome to SCBD Toastmasters weekly meeting, as usual, on Friday at 7 p.m. Jakarta time. Yeah, so I would like to open the meeting. And before I open the meeting, for all of you who are a first time guest here in SCBD Toastmaster meeting or in any other Toastmasters meeting, let me just share a little bit about Toastmaster. Okay, I believe you can see my screen. So, welcome to SCBD Toastmasters Club. We are part of the Toastmaster International. What is Toastmasters International? It is a community, a worldwide community in which all of the members and even guests can learn about leadership, in particular about public speaking. We are present in 143 countries. So we are here in Jakarta, Indonesia. We are there in Surabaya, in Malang, in Singapore, in KL, everywhere. So everywhere you go, there is a probability that there is a Toastmasters club. So, what is actually the benefit of becoming a Toastmaster member? So, becoming a Toastmaster member, you will get some kind of a curriculum of education. Say if you would like to study about public speaking, and in particular, you would like to learn how to do more humor, in your speech, so you can take the pathways of engaging humor, and then thereafter you would like to widen your skill, maybe to become a better presenter. There is a presentation mastery. Yes, there's a presentation mastery pathway that you can also take. By becoming a member, you can take all 11. Actually, you don't have to choose one, but you can take all 11 if you are willing to. So if you are willing to be a member, you can be educated in a great way to become a good public speaker. Oops. Okay. This is the typical path in each pathway. So if you enter, let's say, just like myself, I currently take persuasive influence. I just have finished my level 1, mastering the fundamentals, in which I master the really fundamental thing for public speaking. And then I will be entering the second level, which is learning my own style of public speaking. And then I will go to the third level, increasing my knowledge in public skill, and then building my skills. And then the last step to complete the pathway is to demonstrate my expertise in this particular pathway. So this is the usual path that every member will take to complete a pathway. Now, that's for the whole at Toastmasters International and any Toastmasters Club. But for SCBD Toastmasters Club ourselves, so we are part of District 87, Division I, blah, blah, blah. We have been present in Jakarta since 2005. And if not due to this pandemic, we usually do our meeting in a Dream Hub, which is in Equity Tower SCBD. And like usual, we always do our meeting on Friday at 7 p.m. Yeah, that's a little bit of introduction from me about Toastmasters and SCBD Toastmaster Club. And I would like to start the meeting with the sound of my clapping hand. That's the sound. So now I give the control to the Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Irfan. Please, bro.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. President, Toastmaster Galvin Brati. Hello, everyone. Happy morning. Tonight, I'm going to be your Toastmaster of the meeting. So 1 until 2 hours, you will see a lot of my face and then hear a lot of my voice. So be ready, right? And then let's have this meeting fun. And today meetings, our theme is, if you don't ask a stupid questions, you remain stupid. Personally, I have a story about this theme. There's At the time when I was a college student, I have lectures. Then the lecturer is a French, and then she asked us at the time, "Is there any question?" We are remain silent. So he said, "Come on, guys, there is no stupid questions." So the learning is, if you want to ask, just ask. There is no stupid questions. I believe that up until now. And also we have word of the day for today meeting is inquisitive. Inquisitive. Yes, it's an adjective. Yeah. So inquisitive is wanting to discover as much as you can about things. So inquisitive. Wow, this word is so interesting for me, especially. Okay, today we are going to have three prepared speakers, and also there's an evaluation session after that. And I'm we are encourage all of you to give the feedback after the speech session directly through the chat box, and also uh, feel free to join the table topic sessions. Okay. Okay, without further ado, I'm going to invite the general evaluator, Toastmaster Melanie. Please welcome Toastmaster Melanie.
What will I say? Happy morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear
Happy
guests.
morning.
Happy morning. So, I am the general evaluator for tonight. As a general evaluator, my not really my purpose, but my duty is to evaluate everything that takes place throughout the meeting. This is necessary, especially for our club, so that for the next meetings or for the coming meetings, we will be giving you a better meetings, better words. So during the meeting, I will take notes on everything that happens and do not happen. Doesn't happen. I will evaluate each participant on the meeting program and look for good examples of preparation, organization, delivery, enthusiasm, observation, and performance of duties. So I will be giving my report at the end of the meeting. However, I will not be alone in this task. I have a team to help us in evaluating this meeting. We have first our timer. So Toastmaster Galvin, can you please share with us your responsibility or your role? Sorry.
Sure. Thank you, Toastmaster Melanie. So, happy morning, everybody. Tonight, I will be your timer. So, what is the role of a timer? Just like the name suggests, is that I actually will take the time, I will keep the time of how long have you do your speech. So, in Toastmasters, you have to keep your speech within the pre-approved pre-approved time limit. So for prepared speaker, you are allowed to speak within 5 minutes to 7 minutes 30 seconds. I will turn the red sorry I will turn the green background. I will turn on the green background when you hit the 5 minutes, and then when you hit the 6 minutes I will turn on the yellow background, and then when you hit the 7th minute I will turn on the red background, and then you will have 30 seconds to wrap up your speech. But for icebreaker, I believe there is no icebreaker speech tonight, so I can move on to the table topic speech, in which for table topic speaker, you have 1 minute to 2 minutes 30 seconds to do your speech. So when it hit 1 minute, I will turn on the green background, and then when it hit 1 minute 30 seconds, I will turn on the yellow background, and then when it hit 2 minutes, I will turn on the red background, and then you will have 30 seconds to wrap up your speech. And then for evaluators, you have 2 minutes to 3 minutes 30 seconds to do your speech. Just as usual, 2 minutes green, 2.5 minutes yellow, 3 minutes red. Okay, and I will give my report at the end of every session. And please do please do take into account for the timing, because you will only be eligible to be voted as the best speaker tonight if you are within the time limit. So if you would like to be the best, please do pin my screen so that you can see your timing. I think that's all from me. Back to you, Toastmaster Melanie.
Thank you, Toastmaster Galvin. So for all the speakers, the evaluators, or our participants for the table topics later, please pin Toastmaster Galvin, because I think we already know how important time is. So let's proceed now to our next role taker, our AWOD counter. Toastmaster Mulyadin, the screen is yours. Toastmaster, I cannot hear you. You are on mute.
Okay, sorry. Yeah. Thank you so much, Tia Melanie, as our general evaluator. Hello, all my fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. Happy morning, guys. Am I
Happy
audible?
morning.
Yes, you are
Audible.
audible.
Yes, you are.
Sorry, I just got calling from my friends. So, well, my name is Mulyadin Permana, and I will be the AWOD counter tonight. My responsibility is to note words and sounds that are used as a pause filler by anyone who speaks in this meeting. During this time, I will listen for overused words, including and, well, so, and you know, it's like that. I will also listen for filler sounds such as um, uh, uh, and others. I will also note when a speaker repeats a word or phrase such as or this means, well, and etc. Another thing that I note is the word of the day, which is inquisitive. Please use it as many as you can during our meeting tonight if you are speakers or table topic speakers. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker used these expressions. As I said, inquisitive. Back to you, General Evaluator Tam
Melanie.
Melody.
Hello.
Okay.
Everyone, can you please breathe first? Inhale. Exhale. Happy morning.
Happy
I
morning.
hope that this Friday we will still brings us some energy. I know it's the end of the week. So Toastmaster Mulyadin already shared with us the word of the day, but what does it mean? So I want to introduce our grammarian, Toastmaster Danang. Toastmaster Danang, please, the screen is yours.
Yeah. Thank you, Tia Melanie. Happy morning, everyone. My fellow
Happy
Toastmasters and
morning.
thank you. My fellow Toastmasters and guests. My name is Danang, and I will be your grammarian tonight. So my duty is to listen carefully to all speakers, especially to their language usage. Other than that, I'll take note of any grammatical error used in your speech, but don't be afraid to make any mistakes, because I will share the correction to all of you for our learning process. And I will also capture any remarkable words and thoughts that you use during your speech. So I think that's all from me. Back to you, Tiamani.
Thank you, Toastmaster Danang.
No worries.
And yeah, and one of our role takers also for tonight is our ballot counter. So why do we have ballot counter? Toastmaster Ricky, please explain to us your role.
Thank you, G. Uh, Happy morning, everyone. Tonight I will be your ballot counter. I will create polls during this meeting. I will use easy polls. During each broadcast, you are going to vote for the best prepared speaker, best table topic speakers, and best evaluator. Please use your right to vote to encourage the speaker. By the end of the meeting, we will have a hall of fame for the most voted speakers. So as I take to hear your remarkable speech, everyone. Back to GE.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ricky. So please, again, like what Toastmaster Danang said, do not be afraid to make mistakes. This is a very safe place to make mistakes. And later on, our team will help you to correct those mistakes. I think that's it for now. Back to the Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Irfan.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Melanie. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmaster and distinguished guests, before we start the prepared speaker, I would like to remind you that we need to fill the attendance that will be shared by Toastmaster Uyun in the chat box. So please click the link and fill all of the attendance at the Google Docs that already shared by Toastmaster Uyun. Okay, then we move to the most anticipated sessions, yeah, for all the prepared speaker, but I believe they all already prepared. Our first prepared speaker is Toastmaster Almira that will be evaluated by Toastmaster Layala. Please welcome Toastmaster Layala to introduce the speech of Toastmaster Almira, sorry.
All right. Happy morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Well, this evening, Toastmaster Almira will be doing her pathway dynamic leadership, in which, in her project now, she's doing the level 1 project number 3, the researching and presenting. The purpose of this project is for the member to learn or review basic speech methods and present a well-organized, well-researched speech on any topic with the speech length 5 to 7 minutes. So without further ado, I would like to welcome Toastmaster Almira with her speech title, Does Truth Exist? Toastmaster Almira, Does Truth Exist?
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Layala. Hello, everyone. My name is Almira. Okay, today I will have a speech titled Does Truth Exist? I believe that some of you guys maybe have heard this phrase, the body temperature of a chicken. Yes, the body temperature of a chicken. And yeah, even if no useful information is given, I believe that you are more likely to judge that the temperature of chicken is 34 degrees Celsius. Well, it's not, by the way, it's near to 41 degrees Celsius. This finding highlights an important aspect of our psychology and how we see the world, because the thing we are exposed repeatedly feel more true. Now, this way seems to work through a mechanism called cognitive ease. So what is cognitive ease? Cognitive ease is a measure of how hard your brain is working. From easy things like when you're scrolling through Instagram to hard things like when you try to multiply 14 times 37 in your head. Things that are true generally elicit a cognitive ease, like fire is hot, earth revolves around the sun, dogs have 4 legs, and so on. Not only that the cognitive ease trigger that this is very familiar, it's also effortless and feels good. all of these are the outcomes of cognitive ease. Now the trouble arises because cognitive ease could be artificially created. In the other way, it's just by simply repeating the stimulus, right? So I will share some kind of research result. In a classic experiment at 2 Michigan universities, experimenters took out an ad in school newspaper. Its ad consisted only kind of these nonsense words. They were printed in a different frequencies. One word appeared like once, and the other is 2, 5, tens, and so on. The word frequencies were reversed at these universities. And then this gave very interesting result. At the end of the experiments, the researchers sent out the questionnaires to all the participants, and the researchers turns out that the participants have to make a scale of these nonsense words from it means something good to it means something bad. And the findings were clear. The more these nonsense words appear, the more people say that it means something good, because it triggers cognitive ease and give overall a goodness feel. Experiments also shown that when they give the other research to English speakers a random Chinese character or even random shapes, and the findings are the same. This brings up the questions. What are the Kardashians famous for? Yep, this depending on who you ask. Maybe they were just famous because nothing, or they just famous because they are just being famous, right? But the interesting thing is that anyone is famous because you have heard their names and their faces over and over again. So it becomes familiar to you. You have experience at the past, and it's processed through your cognitive ease, which will good and very familiar. Yeah. But yeah, it may be shouldn't be surprising that repeated stimuli are perceived more favorably. After all, our brains evolved to identify threats too, and anything novel is a potential threat. But after repeated frequently and nothing bad happens, it becomes familiar and more comfortable. But repetition is not the only way to create cognitive ease. Images with higher contrast are perceived by the brain as cognitive ease too, which explain the most of Instagram filters, right? Okay, so let's try these questions. Which one is true? Well, actually, it's trick questions. Albert Einstein was born in 1879. But studies have shown that people will choose the bold one because it's more likely the legible answer, nice contrasting text, and it's just to be more true. And even companies that have pronounceable in stock market will perform better than the unpronounceable one. And being happy, in fact, it makes you more likely to be experience cognitive ease as well. And it could turn into an intuitive. This is due to the sensation of the cognitive ease flicker kind of familiar recognitions, like when you are having a multiple task and you just follow your gut, because if you're not sure exactly about the answer, but which one just feel good for you, right? But in some areas like physics or science, where the answers are counterintuitive and there have so many misconceptions, it is important to be more skeptical, because yeah, cognitive is more pleasant, familiar, and effortless, but it may make things feel true when it's not, and you are feel like when you're learning something, but you are not. So on the other hand, being skeptical, we need more effort because it takes mental work. So we need to be more vigilant to distinguish between those things that are really true and those we simply heard many times before. So does truth exist? I believe your inquisitive mind already helped you with the answer. Back to Toastmaster of the meeting.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Almi. It's so very informative. And then I have two topic interesting in your speech. First is about a chicken that has 41 degrees Celsius. That's you know, if you listen my previous speech about how to grow a chicken, yeah. So I have
I
yeah,
know
right.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
related with my that's why there's a cannibalism among the chicken, because their temperature is 41 degree. And can you imagine if the cage, if the what they call it as a kandang is
Yeah,
above 30, there is also the body is hot, and then they become cannibalized. And there's the most entertaining, the most informative thing is about the code in stock market. I think we need to ask the master of stock market, Galvin, how about performance of sari roti with the roti code, or taxi bluebird with taxi? Oh, how was that those performance of stock?
I do not
But
have any opinion.
okay, but thank you very much, Toastmaster Almi. It's
Thank
very
you,
engaging and
Toastmaster.
informative. Okay, next, the second prepared speaker is Toastmaster Rizky. Toastmaster Rizky will be evaluated by Toastmaster Jello from Iconic. Toastmaster Jello, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, please introduce Toastmaster Rizky. Screen is yours.
Happy morning, everyone.
Happy
So
morning.
our next speaker, like the first speaker, would be delivering a speech on researching and presenting. And our next speaker, every time I visit your club, he's delivering speeches. So for this time, under the presentation mastery, let's hear it from Toastmaster Risky. Let's give him a round of applause.
Hello, everyone. Let me share my screen first. Am I audible, by the way?
Yes.
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 Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay.
No. Oh, yes.
Okay. So, coronavirus. What exactly is in your mind when you hear that particular word? Oh God, come on, man. It's been 6 months. Get over it already. Well, exactly. We panicked. What? Yes, you hear me right.
Yes.
Yes.
We panic.
Yes,
We
brother.
panic. We act normal upon hearing that crazy word. So sometimes, and some of us might also treat it like it doesn't exist. Some of us even like abandoning the health protocol. But is it actually true? Well, let me get you through some numbers first. Well, the good news is that most of us already feel that this disease is actually very life-threatening, and fully understand the importance of preventing and minimizing the spread of the disease. However, the bad news is like we set a new record of 4,000 new cases per day, even ranked number 23rd of country with most COVID-19 cases. And even during the reissuing of the policy of the social distancing policy, which is like 2 weeks ago, within 4 days, the government stated that they have fined over 20,000 health protocol violators. So we are heading into a much worse situation. But how do we manage to cope with it? That's right. We stick together to face this problem. So why the irony? Why people seem to do exactly the opposite of preventing and minimizing the spread of the disease? So there's a complexity called unrealistic optimism, which is the tendency of people feeling that they have better chance of not experiencing a negative event. For example, like if you applying for a general election and you put all of your money to fund your campaign because you think that you have nothing to lose and you will not lose, but there is always a risk, and people seem to fail to foresee that there is the risk of losing. There is always a winner and there is always a loser in a campaign, in a general election. So again, back to the COVID case, a recent study in Poland research on a group of students in a university researching on how would they perceive themselves, on what are the odds of they get infected with the disease, or how they see others. Would others are in a greater risk of getting infected with the virus? Well, the result was actually not surprising. Most participants believe that they are in lesser risk of getting infection compared to other students. Well, if this is actually the case here, if this hypothesis also applies in our society, then no wonder we've got these folks. These folks who convey the exactly same feeling. And what is even worse is that feeling can be contagious. That's why they are called influencers. And even promoting this kind of feeling, this false optimism regarding the current situation. So under this worsening circumstance, who is responsible to get things better? Is it the government? Is it the influencers? Well, it is actually our responsibility to take a deeper reflection on ourselves, whether it's worth it if we get infected, whether it is worth it if those who are the closest to us get infected through us. For the very first time in our lives, it is actually the time to be pessimistic for a better future. Thank you. Back to you, Tom.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Rizky. It's so very insightful, and then we have a lot of new knowledge today because our two prepared speakers, they saw the research and presenting. I believe you guys already have deep research about this, and then I couldn't more agree with you that coronavirus is very dangerous, but the most anticipated danger is the hoax of information about coronavirus. So influencer put the big roles on to give the right direction about this pandemic. And you know, in the second city, in the third city, they think, uh, is there any coronavirus? There is no coronavirus here. Trust me. If you find the villagers, you know, they just life as usual. So that's Indonesian. Okay, thank you very much, Toastmaster Rizky. So after this, we will move to our third speaker, Toastmaster Dwi, that will be evaluated by Toastmaster Tia. Distinguished Toastmaster Tia from Plato Toastmaster Club. Distinguished Toastmaster Tia. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Okay, Toastmaster. Distinguished Toastmaster Tia, please welcome.
Okay, thank you very much, Tom. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As today, I will be evaluating Toastmaster Dwi for her project, Develop a Communication Plan. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice developing a communication plan, listen for a well-organized speech about the member's experience with some aspect of plan development. She may choose to share any part of the process, including the results of implementing the plan. If the plan was implemented, then this should be not a report about the content of the Develop a Communication Plan project. I think that's all from me, and please welcome to Toastmaster Dwi. It's newsroom inside out. It's newsroom inside out. Toastmaster Dwi.
Thank you, DTM Toastmaster Tia. Happy morning, everyone.
Happy morning.
Happy morning.
Morning. Morning. Happy morning.
I'm Dwi, an athlete who races with deadlines on a daily basis in the midst of Jakarta's hustle and bustle. Can you imagine how journalists do their jobs?
No, not yet.
It's actually dealing with unprecedented things and crafting ideas, and it becomes normal for me, a tax factory worker. It makes me believe that planning is essential. It reminded me of an event in 2017. I was at home after having a lunch. All of a sudden, I get a phone call. I knew that something was up. I left my house furiously without even thinking twice. I ran and landed at the lobby with figure like a finisher. I arrived just in time. Before the interview session with the Minister of Energy and Mineral Resources started, did it run well? Thankfully, yes. I wouldn't have interviewed the minister with ease if I hadn't done enough planning. If you wondered what did the newsroom look like, it's basically a group of people who have to deal with uncertainty, just like me. And there are two most crucial aspects in planning that save me from those unpredictable days. Firstly, reading the trends. As I work at a business and economic media, monitoring, gathering, reading, and visualizing data are part of my regular responsibilities. I also have a yearly routine and break it down into quarterly, monthly, weekly, even daily monitoring. What's important? Data help me to choose the right angle and make a compelling story. Based on the trends, I can make a spider webs of issue that is related to my audience's needs. For instance, what will happen to the stock market and some listed companies if we are on the brink of an economic crisis. Some companies will struggle to pay their liabilities as they are strapped for cash. Some will cancel their fundraising activities. They don't need that much to expand their business. And some will request their directors and commissioners to buy their stocks to protect their stock price. At this rate, my issue bank is full, and I can make time to release it one step at a time. Secondly, I know you're waiting. Optimizing the moment. In news article writing, public interest comes first. As we journalists are regulated by a specific bylaw and ethics, also time factor plays a significant role. That's why you can find the word new in the word news, right? In terms of optimizing the moment, it's not only about planning is critical, but also putting in your creativity. I believe that you don't need extra time if you are ready, as we are the one who will be ready and make time. It happened when I was in charge to cover premium content, a new division. Generally speaking, you have to pay for accessing our article, as we serve only cover both side articles with data and visualization at your fingertips. Is there any Unilever Indonesia's investors here?
Me.
Wow.
Earlier in
Too
2020,
expensive.
I found something on Twitter. It was from some of Unilever Indonesia's investors. They raised an issue about its parent company that supported LGBTQ community. And these investors wanted to sell their stocks. And they questioned about Unilever Indonesia's Sharia status. Based on that issue, I was in my inquisitive mode and I checked some indicators that supported Sharia stock. After doing a brief research and asking several sources, it seemed to be clearer that Sharia stock indicators didn't cover something like LGBTQ standing. I wrote that article and I quoted the data from the self-regulatory organization, Newsroom Inside Out. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to survive no matter how high the uncertainty rate is. To wiggle around that, let's make uncertainty our friends. When unexpected things are inevitable, getting used to regular planning is advisable to win at spontaneous scenes. Plan for tomorrow as you regret what happened today. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dwi Setia. It's very inspiring. You know, maybe in the next 2 or 5 years, maybe Dwi Setia will become the next Najwa Shihab. Wow. Yeah, I'm very agree with the content of your speech about planning. Planning is the key to reach the objective, because if we fail to plan, then we plan to fail. And remember, preparation is the half of winning. My karate coach said that every time before we fight, especially to face the uncertainty. So be friends with the uncertainty. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Dwi. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we already heard and then watch our all of the prepared speakers. So before we move to the table topic sessions, I would like to invite the committee to have photo sessions first. Yes, Toastmaster Uyun.
All right. Okay, wait. I guess my
Okay.
voice is not really big. Wait, let's see. Okay, so my voice is clear now. So maybe for this, please don't type anything in the chat yet because we will have two windows here. And in my count, please smile and give your best pose. Okay, 3, 2, 1. All right, wait. And then the second window. All right, 3. Oh yeah, wait. I guess some have not opened yet. Toastmaster Christy, Toastmaster Dinis, guest Dewa, and Toastmaster Aryo, guest Lavisha. Sorry.
Come on,
Yeah.
please.
So
To
3,
norm your
2,
cam.
1. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Irfan. So maybe we can go on like personal feedback session for the audience to send private message to the speaker.
Yes, please. We have a 1 minute of silence to send the private chat to the prepared speaker. Please, we are very encouraged to have this kind of interaction to motivate the prepared speaker. So, you know, in CBD, after this pandemic, we have a lot of queue of speakers. You know, there's our slot is always full, so it's a good action to have this kind of motivation sharing and then to give the feedback directly to the prepared speaker.
Maybe just praise or encouragement or feedback as well, tips to any speaker that you wanna send.
Okay, Toastmaster Uyun, we can move to the next session.
Yep.
Can we
Thank
move?
you. Yeah,
Okay, thank you
Toastmaster Irfan.
very much. Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry, Toastmaster Irfan,
Yeah.
I think I, as a timer, have to make my report first.
Oh, okay, please do.
Thank you, Toastmaster Irfan. So, all prepared speakers are eligible to be voted. So please, Toastmaster Ricky, prepare the ballot count.
Okay, done.
Okay. Please vote ya. Okay, Toastmaster Ricky, are we done?
Wait.
Already vote? Use the right to elect.
7% not yet.
Come on, guys, don't become a golput people. You know what's golput in English? Yeah?
Unvoted.
Unvoted, yeah.
White people.
Unvoted is people that they are not be voted.
Voter.
What? Neutral. No. Swing voter is people can become right or become left.
Yes.
Okay. Toastmaster Ricky?
Abstain it is.
Abstain. Yeah, that's the most.
From our guests. Yes.
Yeah.
5%.
Okay, it's okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we move to the next session, which is the most anticipated sessions, is table topic sessions that will be guided by Toastmaster Garda. Okay, Toastmaster Garda, the screen and the sound is yours.
All right, thank you so much, Toastmasters of the meeting, Toastmaster Ivan.
You're welcome.
Hello, good morning, my fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. Happy morning. So tonight I will be your table topic masters. So if any of you, particularly the ones who is your first time in any Toastmasters meeting, perhaps you might not familiarize yourself with what table topic really is. So imagine you are facing an interview, or you are having scholarship interview or an interview for your higher educational degree. You might anticipate the previous questions from your predecessors, but at times of need, sometimes you will face an impromptu questions that is out of your preparations, and you will get your stumbled upon questions. So here in Toastmasters, we would like to train you with certain kind of questions that is impromptu speeches that will eventually encourage you and improve ourselves in order to address certain kind of topics that is might be the first time that we ever heard the question. So you are highly encouraged to participate in this table topic speech. As since we all are in the pandemic situation, I believe all of us are so craving to go to our city, in the sandy beaches or up to the mountains, because I will take you to the archipelago of our country, Indonesia. Now I'd like to share screen here. All right, can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. So, please enjoy my preparation first. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is your table topics captain speaking from flight deck. My name is Garda, and with the entire crew, we are delighted to welcome you on board this SCBD Toastmasters flight, bound up to 10 different destinations across the archipelago of Indonesia. Please fasten your seatbelt, adjust your seat back into the upright position, and hold your personal tablet securely. We would like to remind you that you need to write down your names into the chat box in order to safely arrive at your preferred destination along the journey. In accordance with Toastmasters Aviation and Eligibility Regulation, you will only have to deliver your impromptu speech within 1 to 2 minutes. Before takeoff, kindly pin the timer in charge to remind you about the speech time. If there's anything we can do to make your flight more convenient, do not hesitate to contact our cabin crew or by dropping your comment at the chat box. Thank you, and we wish you a pleasant table topic session. All right. So there will be 10 topics for tonight, and each of you will have to select one topic based on the letters or the words as provided on your screen, and also one happy smile faces. So if any of you want to participate yourself in okay. First, we have Toastmaster
Elias
here. Yes, please, Toastmaster Elias.
D on the left side for Theo.
Pardon? Oh, the. Is it
The, yeah, the.
Right, okay. Welcome to the western part of Indonesia, Sabang Island. Don't worry, you might face your question as follows. Presently, there are almost a dozen wars of major conflicts going on around the world today. What do you think the reason might be for most of these conflicts? Presently, there are almost a dozen wars of major conflicts going on around the world today. What do you think the reason might be for most of these conflicts? You've got 30 seconds to prepare for your speech. You ready?
Okay.
Okay, so 1 to 2 minutes, the floor is yours.
Hello everyone, do you love wars? Well, I don't. If you ask me, Theo, what kind of war that you would like to do? Food wars! Yes, let's do food wars. We throw foods, we throw drinks, we throw everyone to the party. Yes, let's throw a party instead of wars. So if you are going to know what is the reason of this conflict, of course the food, because somebody or everybody will going to take the food. If you don't, I will. If I will, you don't. Why? Because our food will be mine. I'll dominate all of the food in the world. Basically, I just taking this you into my world. Yes, we have food wars. Because of the logistics in the world, maybe some people are to get the poverty there and they cannot get the food and cannot get the well or the drinkable water, and I mean fresh water. You should import, or you should like Singapore, they should import from Indonesia, and actually they have their own drinkable water, and they have their own industry, but they still need some foods or some things from another country. So if it will be going a war today, it will be about the foods, about the logistics, about the water, and yeah, maybe fashion will be the most accommodate the most thing that will be hot items in the future if they find the fashion. Thank you. Back to you, TTM. Bye.
Thank you, Toastmaster Elias. Wow, yeah, definitely we cannot get rid of our mind and ourselves from foods, yeah, because we love foods. Who doesn't love food anyway? Well, good. Now, thank you so much for giving us your opinions about it. And who's next? Oh, we have distinguished guest Wira here. Hi.
Hello.
Okay, since we have eliminated the, which one do you like to choose? Or which destination?
Sulawesi, Mas.
Mas, all right. Can you ever recognize which, where is the place of this? It's
Let
in the
me guess.
Yeah.
Southern Sulawesi?
Yes, correct. And this is the Bira beach.
The what beach?
Bira.
Mira.
Bira.
Oh, Bira.
Yeah.
Bravo, right?
Yes, bravo.
Oh, bravo.
Okay, so your question would be, today's society has been described as a youth culture. Why do you think that is? Is it a good or bad thing? Today's society has been described as a youth culture. Why do you think that is? Is it a good or bad thing? You've got 30 seconds to prepare. Once you're ready, 1 to 2 minutes, the floor is yours.
Unfortunately, I cannot remember the exact quote of Sukarno, but what I remember is, give me 10 youngsters and I will shake the world. If I'm not mistaken, that is the quote. If I'm wrong, you can mention me in the comment. So today's society has been described as a youth culture. Why do you think this is? Is it good or a bad thing? To me, it's a good thing. Why? Because as we can see, there are lots of people that break the ground, shaking the world. Like they built some innovation. They built this awesome inventions, and they're only 20 in their early 20s, or they're in their late 20s, early 30s, that kind of thing. So I think it's a good thing. Why it's a good thing? Well, because from this era, especially in the digital era, we can shine. Us youngsters, us youth can shine. We can show the world that we can do it, and yeah, basically kicking ass. So yeah, if you ask me, youth culture, good thing or bad thing, I personally think it is a good thing. That's all from me. Back to you, GTM.
Thank you very much, distinguished guest Wira, soon to be Toastmasters Wira. Yeah, I truly agree with that because I believe in the power of youth. All the hands of our future are lies in our hands, in our shoulders. If we're not us, then who? If it's not now, then when? Totally agree with that. Now moving on to next topic, we have Rocky here. Hello.
Hello.
Sorry. Hi.
Hi.
So now please select one of the destinations. We already have the and must.
Okay. Maybe I will choose D.
D, Delta or Bravo?
Delta.
Delta, right. Oh, now we are heading to the Komodo Island. Who doesn't love Komodo anyway? But nonetheless, here's your question. How important is hard work in life? And is it better to work harder or to work smarter? How important is hard work in life? And is it better to work harder or to work smarter? You've got 30 seconds to prepare. And after that, once you're ready, 1 to 2 minutes, the floor is yours.
Okay, all right. First of all, I would like to say thank you for having me here. It's such an honor to be here with you guys. The question is about how important is hard work in life, and is it better to work harder or to work smarter? In my opinion, the hard work is important, but anyway, the work smart is also important. So maybe for the first, you can do hard work because hard work will give you more, and then after that, after you achieve all of the things that you want, so you can start to work smart, and then the rest of your life will be easier, I guess. That's all. Thank you very much for the change.
Thank you, soon to be Toastmaster Rocky. Yes, indeed, I truly agree with you. We have to make it in a moderation, whether or not we want to make it ourselves to work harder or smarter. It depends on the situation that we are dealing with. Yes, thank you very much for your opinion with regard to this. And now we have, who's next? Oh, Toastmaster Christy. Hello, Toastmaster Christy.
Hello.
Hi. So we already have the, must, and D. Which one would you go next?
Bravo. Bravo.
Pardon?
Bravo.
Bravo. All right, bravo. Welcome to the island of the paradise, Bali. Who doesn't love Bali anyway? But your question is, do you think that going for a blind date will be a great idea or a cataclysmic disaster waiting to happen? Do you think that going for a blind date will be a great idea or a cataclysmic disaster waiting to happen? You've got 30 seconds to prepare your speech, and then after you're ready, 1 to 2 minutes, the floor is yours.
Blind date. Maybe there are some people agree with that way to find their soulmate. But for me, I myself don't agree about it. Why? Because if we want to find our soulmate, we have to know well about she or he. Blind date sometimes is not good because we couldn't have a time to know more about the person. For the example, one of my friends go blind date that organized by one organization. She find his soulmate. But you know guys, after they make relationship, finally my friend found that man is not a good man. When they talk about their vision, their future plan, she find that the man is someone that not a good man because he want to share his love with other women. And of course, my friend don't want it. She need the faithful man to build his relationship, her relationship. So I think, guys, maybe some of us agree about the blind date, but for me myself, I think it's better if you find your soulmate around you. Maybe your friend, maybe sometimes your soulmate is near from you, or maybe in Toastmaster. So find she or he in around us in our activities, because you will know more about them. You know more about she or he if you always contact with she or he. That's all from me. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Toastmasters Christy. Yes, I agree, because in today's society, we have to be really careful on selecting part of people that would like to be friends with. And yeah, as recently we have the bad news going on from dating apps or whatsoever, I think that, yeah, we need to be really selective in order to get to know someone else. And yeah, for the sake of our own security. Yes, thank you very much, Toastmasters Christy, for raising up this issue. Moving on to, we have soon-to-be Toastmasters Dentia. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good.
So we have, which destination would like to go next?
I believe it's in Iran, the smiley face.
Oh, the smiley faces. Oh, cool. Oh, sorry. Wrong button. Yeah. Welcome to Raja Ampat. This is actually one of the special questions I already prepared for you guys, because it's only a simple question. So your question would be, who are you? Yeah, it's a sort of simple question, but if you were asked by, let's say, your interviewer or your panel selection committee for your university or somebody else, you might don't know how to answer that. So you've got 30 seconds to prepare your speech, and once you're ready, 1 to 2 minutes, the floor is yours.
I agree with that. Sometimes this question, although it looks simple, it got me inquisitive, because I don't even know myself at some point. I can be a mother at one time, a daughter another time, a wife in some other time. So if I have to describe who am I, then my answer will be a fun-loving wife with one 9-year-old son, soon to be 10. And I'm enjoying my life, and I'm very thankful with what I have at the moment in my life. That's all. Back to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you very much, soon-to-be Toastmasters Dentia. Yeah, I believe we need to be grateful on what kind of life we are living, regardless of we are still unmarried yet, or having a family, having a husband or a wife, loving to ourselves, having children to live by, living with our parents. In this time of uncertainty, in these presented times, I believe that we all need to be grateful with everything that we've got in life. And thank you so much, soon-to-be Toastmasters Dentia, for raising up this issue. All right, moving on to next, we have Pandey, soon-to-be Toastmasters Pandey here. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you doing?
Should I start my video or something?
Yes, please. It is encourageable to be so that we can see you there.
Okay.
Hi. So please select the remaining 5. We already have the, must, the, be, and the smile face. Which destination?
Okay, the western part then. The
we already have selected
the most western part. Yeah.
No.
Oh,
yeah, we have already selected.
Okay, sorry. Which one?
We have asked, toast, club, and thirst. Which one?
Toast, club, best, and thirst. Club then.
Club.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to the Morotai. Have you ever been there? I haven't. But Nonetheless, your question will be,
it's very expensive in the airplane.
okay, your topic will be, in a world where natural resources are becoming scarcer, is it immoral to have more than a certain number of children? In a world where natural resources are becoming scarcer, is it immoral to have more than a certain number of children? You've got 30 seconds to prepare your speech. Once you're ready, 1 to 2 minutes, the floor is yours.
Well, I guess that there is no such child who wants to be attached. Some things that are, not wanted to be born. So children has to be treated as they are, purely, like just a human kind, who are blessed to be given by the God to give to be given life, and then have some time to enjoy the all the blessings that during his or her journey by the time that they life as a humankind. So yeah, I understood that the natural resources becoming scarcer because of lots of populations growing up. But then if we look step back as a to point of seeing at the perspective of humanity, is this kind of acceptable to say that being a child who are born in the very scarcity scarcity resources, they are not actually they are not chosen, right, to be born. They are kind of again, this is kind of blessing from the God that she or he can enjoy the life as a human being. So I think that it's for me it's not kind of immoral to have a child more than a certain number of children. Instead, it's kind of immoral to say that you need to limit the children, because again, if you see on the perspective of humanity, it's kind of limiting people's to have a chance to live in this world. Thank you.
Oh my God, thank you so much. I am so touched with the last statement you said. Yes. Oh, I am lost of words here. Yes, I believe with you because, yeah, as human being, we all want to be treated as equal, regardless of those are our relative, our children, or our parents. No one should ever be left behind. Yes, correct. Thank you very much, soon to be Toastmasters Pandey, for your opinion about that. So next we have Danny, soon to be Toastmaster Danny, is it?
Yes.
Hello. Hi. How are you doing?
I'm fine, and I'm very nervous.
No worries. You're gonna train yourself with. You're gonna familiarize yourself with it. So, which destination would you go next?
What destination is left?
We only have S, C, Toes, and Ters left.
I will choose S.
S. Okay. Anyone familiar with this place? Yes, it's actually Pahawang Island in Sumatra. And your question will be
there yet.
Yeah. Love is one of the greatest sources of happiness in life. Friends, family, pets, hobbies, or even complete strangers can be loved in different ways. Is it more important to love or be loved? Can you do one without the other? You've got 30 seconds to prepare for your speech. Once you're ready, 1 to 2 minutes, the floor is yours.
So yeah, I will start right over. So the question is it more important to love or be loved? I can't answer that question because every person has their own experience. Like when I was younger, I would answer the question with, it is important to love someone instead of be loved. But as we grow older, we understand other people's situation, other people life story that could
change our perspective towards how we see love. So I don't have any tangible answer to that question. And the second question, can you do one without the other? Well, in my opinion, yes, because love and beloved are not mutually exclusive. They are independent of one another. You can love someone without being loved back. Like that's what happened to what do you call it? That what makes us heartbroken when we love someone but we don't uh, getting loved back. So, but being an inquisitive person, yeah, being an inquisitive person, sometimes it is very painful when we are curious about what other people have, uh, what other people feelings towards us. So it's not actually good to be inquisitive towards love, I think. And it's pretty good when our inquisitive turns out to be a great outcome when people actually love us back. Thank you.
Oh my God, thank you so much, SCBD Toastmaster Danny. Well, yeah, I couldn't agree more because I believe that when it comes to love, it means that both of the partners that you need to meet in the halfway. You can't be the one who puts so much effort while your partner is not doing the equal phase. Yeah. Wow, we have so much inspiration tonight. Thank you very much. Okay, next we have SCBD Toastmasters Dafa. Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, so yeah, we only have C, toast, and thirst.
Okay, I'm gonna go with C.
C, okay. Welcome to the land of the rainbow troops. But don't worry, we're not going to talk about Andrea Hirata or the rainbow troop itself. Okay, so your question would be, if you could live one day of your life over again, what day would you choose and why? If you could live one day of your life over again, what day would you choose and why? You've got 30 seconds to prepare your speech. Once you're ready, 1 to 2 minutes, the floor is yours.
Okay, the topic is about one particular day that I would choose if I could live over again. And maybe I'll go with the day that I was choosing my major in college. A brief story. I was recently graduated from ITS Surabaya, and I'm majoring in marine engineering. And actually, the funny story is, I have no idea what marine engineering was since the first day that I enrolled to this department. I was enrolled by what do you call the very last program that you are allowed to that you should pay some certain money to the institute. And at the time in the SNM PTN and SBM PTN, I had no idea what marine engineering was, and I even had no idea that marine engineering exists. And the funny fact is, my friend, my really close friend in high school, they selected marine engineering for me, which I had no idea what this program is about. And then on the announcement day, when I opened my browser, and when I found out that I was accepted at this program, and I was somewhat really didn't very happy because on one side I was accepted at a college. I finally can go to college, can study and get my bachelor degree. But on the other hand, I really don't know what this was about, going to be what I will study in the program. But eventually, as time goes by, I really enjoy that. I really enjoy this program. I'm happy with the environment, the neighborhood, the friends, in particular. And then, if I could choose one day again, I would go to the SNMPT and SBMPTN to choose marine engineering and enroll to this department. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Susan, to be Toastmaster Dava for sharing. Yes. Well, I believe that all of us have one time of our regret and our lowest point that we couldn't decide on which one could be best way to us for us to conquer the path. But yeah, I'm a firm believer that all of us have the silver lining to be looking for, and that is exactly what makes us a wiser person, and that is the kind of wisdom that we need to take in order to be a better person in the future. Thank you so much, soon to be Toastmaster Dava, for sharing that. All right, moving on, we have distinguished Toastmaster Chandra Yusuf. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how are you doing?
Great. I'm here with you.
Thank you so much. I'm doing great here. We have toast and thirst left. Which one do you prefer?
I prefer toast.
Toast, yeah. Oh, I'm hungry now. Okay. I believe everyone is familiarized with this. We go to Derawan Island, welcome to the East Borneo. Your question is, we have nothing to fear but fear itself. Do you think that it is a great quote or just a false advertising? We have nothing to fear but fear itself. Do you think that it is a great quote or just a false advertising? Once you're ready, distinguished Toastmaster Yusuf, 1 to 2 minutes, the floor is yours.
Can I pin the timer?
Sure. Timer is Toastmaster Galvin.
I cannot see. Oh, yeah. Hi. In my life, I have nothing to fear, whatever it is, because we have to face whatever we find in our life. Once I had to go alone to a foreign country with a foreign language, a foreign culture, and everything is new for me. Did I fear myself? No, I never feared it. I have to face it because this is my choice to go abroad, to anywhere that I have never been before. But ladies and gentlemen, there is a fear in my heart, the fear itself that make me fear. What fear is that? I don't understand. If you ask me what fear is that, I'm truly blind. But I know that I feel, in my heart, I feel fear of something wrong will happen, if I'm getting sick, if I am there with no food and no money, what could I do? That fear is in my heart, in my deep inside of my heart. I have nothing to fear to go. I have nothing to fear with the language. But why? That fear is still hanging inside of me. And I believe that everybody has got that kind of fear in our life. Even now, I'm this old, I still have got the fear of the pandemic. I still have got the fear if I'm getting virus outside. That fear is there. I don't fear of death because everybody must be dying one day, but there is a fear of that kind of virus inside. Thank you very much. Back to you.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Yusuf, for sharing that. Yes, I believe that each of us has our own fearness, and it is normal as a human being, and it depends on we need to find that kind of super system that eventually will leverage us in terms of finding courage to strengthen on your feet so that you will move on into something better for your life. Thank you so much for sharing that. And now we are reaching to the final speaker for tonight. We have Dinis. So Toastmaster Dinis here. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Okay, so since you are the last speaker, we only have Thurs here. So we are now going to the southeast of Moluccas. It's K Island. We all have wisdom that we have gained from our personal experiences. What can you do today that you were not capable of a year ago? We all have wisdom that we've gained from our personal experiences. What can you do today that you were not capable of a year ago? You've got 30 seconds to prepare for your speech. Once you're ready, 1 to 2 minutes, the floor is yours.
All right, so first and foremost, I think I would like to appreciate our table topic master today. For all of the topics that are delivered here are really philosophical and also unexpected and urge people to think inquisitively. Okay, so what is the wisdom that I have today that I did not have a year ago? I think it is a capability to let go. Because I think as a human being, letting go is actually something that is quite hard to do. Because we have a tendency to feel like we own something, but actually we don't have anything in this world. Like, it is actually not attached to you. It's just something that like perhaps God gives to you temporarily, but eventually he will take it away again. Like, all right. Perhaps I learned as time goes by, I learned that letting go actually will make us be able to live freely. I mean, like, you will not be weighed down by anything. Like, especially when it comes to letting go a person, you actually cannot force others' willingness to stay. That's why you have to let go. And by being able to let go, you will not be dependent with someone. You will be really dependent on your own. Like, you have your own to fit, and that is the power that you really have. I think that's all. Thank you very much.
Wow. Wow. You've got a very exquisite ending for our table topics tonight. Thank you so much. That is so relatable to ourselves. Yeah, letting go is something that is not easy. Within it, quite an easy word, but it's hard to live by, because at the end of the day, if we are not dependent to ourselves, we will eternally trapped in someone else's life. We don't live ourselves into someone else's shoes. Yeah, thank you so much for raising that. Wow, I'm so surprised that all of the speaker has delivered such exquisite minds about that. And yes, thank you. Oh, so philosophical tonight, but I believe we all have the silver lining here to be learned in the future. At least for present day, we will have to survive on our next day. So that's all for the table topic session tonight. So back to you, Toastmasters of the meeting.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Garda. Thank you very much, Captain. Oh yeah, I forget. Captain Garda, thank you very much for your flight tonight. You know, you guide this table topic session is so insightful and inspiring. The content is very, we gain a lot of much of knowledge tonight. Okay.
Toastmaster Irfan. Oh. Toastmaster Irfan, you're muted.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Galvin, can you?
Sure. Okay. So almost all table topic speakers are eligible except for except for soon to be Toastmaster Raki. Sorry, unfortunately, you are ineligible due to your speech is a little bit too short, just 4 seconds short. So for Toastmaster Ricky, please.
Let's vote, guys.
Please use your right to vote because one vote is matter. Okay, Toastmaster Ricky, are we done yet?
19% only.
19% of 30.
20.
Come on, 10 people left.
Twenty-one.
Okay. Okay then. Thank you very much, fellow Toastmaster and distinguished guests. Already vote for the best table topic sessions. Without further ado, we move to the evaluation sessions that will be guided by Toastmaster Melanie. Toastmaster Melanie, the screen is yours.
Happy morning again, everyone.
Happy morning.
Do you believe that experience is the best teacher? Who believes here that the experience is the best teacher? Raise your hand. Kiddos. Okay. Because me, I do not believe that. I do not believe that. I think I also heard it from other Toastmasters. Because experience, it's just that. It's just that event. But experience that has been processed has is that has been processed is the best teacher. Therefore, evaluation session is the meatiest part of the meeting. Here, we will be listening to the commendations and recommendations to the prepared speech speakers, as well as listen to the report of our role takers. So there will be three parts. The first part will be the evaluation for our prepared speech speakers. The second part will be the report of our role takers, and the last part will be my overall evaluation. So, are you ready to listen to our speech evaluators? Yes. So, our first evaluator will be introduced by his own evaluator, which is Toastmaster Andika. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Andika.
Thank you, GE. Am I audible? Okay, tonight we're gonna have Toastmaster Layala do his last part of the evaluation and feedback project. So this project intends to develop Toastmaster Layala's skill for delivering feedback and also constructive feedback on another member's presentation. So without further ado, please welcome Toastmaster Layala.
All right, thank you so much, Toastmaster Andika, for introduce me and to evaluate my evaluation for Toastmaster Almi. Well, happy morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. First of all, I would like to congratulate Toastmaster Almi on another milestone for this project. So she just delivered her project researching and presenting on her pathway dynamic leadership. And what I can see from her speech was it was well crafted and well organized. And I also like the speech, Does Truth Exist? it is because we are trying to asking something in which through the fact and information being presented by Toastmaster Almi. So what I can see from her speech and from my point of view in regards to your speech, I think in a way you delivered the speech in informational kind of style, and you back it up with engaging visuals so everyone could see your visuals. I like the part where you compared and giving us the information related to your facts, especially about this living chicken temperature. So it was I just knew that it was a new information for me, and also those psychological truth related to, let's say, you explain to us about this Albert Einstein birth year, and the people tend to see the bold style on the letter instead of the underlast bold one. So everyone might tend to see that as a fact, even though that it is not the fact eventually. And another interesting part that you gave to us was the part where the company in which the symbolized could be read. It can happen to their performance in the stock market. So I just think that it is quite informational, and it could be used to start our investing moment, trying again on Monday due to uprising stock market, or even we are trying to be an investor one day. So in my humble opinion, there are also room of improvement that you need to work on in your speech, especially for this one, because for me, again, you have already crafted your research, but for me, it was quite fast and in a way at some point, because you didn't give the pose or engaging to the audience when you are delivering your information, because it is, again, it is your informational style speech. And the thing that I note is try to give the pose so everyone can relate. And what I still remember are only those 3 points. So please make sure that with that engaging visual, everyone can relate. I know that for me, myself, it is hard, especially on this online meeting, because we cannot see the expression of our audiences sometimes because we focus on our presentation. And for the audiences, they tend to see your screen and they cannot see your facial expression and also your gesture. So it's kind of hard. So I challenge you for the next speech and project that you will work on. Try to give that pose and your intonation to make it more clearer, and try to give the pace so everyone can digest that information within a click. I think that is all from me. And again, I congratulate you for finishing this project. You are one step closer to finish your level 1. Congrats, Toastmaster Almi. Thank you. Back to
Thank you,
General
Toastmaster
Evaluating.
Layala. Back to me. Okay, thank you for that, Toastmaster Layala. So for our second evaluator is an import from the Philippines. He is the president of iConnect Toastmasters Club. He will be evaluating Toastmaster Dewey's speech. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Jello.
Happy morning, everyone, and happy morning,
Happy
Toastmaster
morning.
Risk. 266,845. That is the confirmed cases of COVID as of today, according to Jakarta Post. I got this inspiration from your speech, Toastmaster Risky, because your speech is all about researching and presenting. And let me tell you two things that I like from your speech. One is you have an excellent use of rhetoric. You ask the audience questions, and asking questions to the audience does two things. One, it would be for engagement. Two, it would be for hook, keeping them hooked into your speech. And then second would be during your presentation, I saw good news and bad news. So this shows that you have researched your topic in a balanced way. And then if there's a word that the Toastmaster favors, and this is the word improvement. So consider this as your something to grow on. And this is transitions. I call this magical words or magical phrases. So for instance, you can use transitional phrases from transitioning from your intro to your speech body, such as, let's begin. To get started, let's examine, okay, to name a few. And then from transition between contrasting ideas or points, such as your good news and bad news, you may use however, on the contrary, on the other side. And then transition from speech body, going to your conclusion, you may use in summary, in conclusion, to summarize. And what I love about your speech is you ended your speech in a positive manner. You said optimism for a better future. In summary, continue to use rhetoric. Consider using transitions or magical phrases or words, and continue to end your speech in a positive manner. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, TM Jello.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jello. You also did your research about the current news here in Jakarta. Thank you for always saying yes to our invite to be our evaluator as well.
Pleasure.
So, yeah, so for our third evaluator, sorry, our third evaluator is also an import, but she's from Jakarta, from another club. She is from Plaza Toyota Toastmaster Club. She will be evaluating Toastmaster Dewey. Without further ado, let us all welcome distinguished Toastmaster Tia. You're still muted. Yeah, there.
Hello. Yes, thank you, Madam GE. Am I audible?
Yes, DPM Tia.
Okay. Okay, good evening, fellow Toastmasters, especially Toastmaster Dewey. Congratulations for delivering a project, Visionary Communication Level 3 and Project 1. Wow, when I heard about you are delivering a communication plan and journalists, every time when we work, we have to deal with all of the clients, especially when it comes to getting the resources. And that is why it is very important to
DTM Tia. Is it only me that cannot hear those time?
Yeah, I think her connection is a little bit too unstable.
Wait.
Sorry, I got disconnected.
Yes, Toastmaster Tia. I guess,
Yeah.
is your internet okay now? Connection rather.
I think it's disconnected for several times.
So I
Hello?
think you can turn off. Yeah, Toastmaster Tia. It's okay maybe to turn off your camera so that you will have better connection. Let's try. But you have to talk also. Okay,
All right,
timer,
then.
please
Thank
restart.
you.
Thank you.
Sorry. Okay, Toastmaster Dwi, I will make it short. At first, when you started for your opening, you asking the audience by getting their attention. I think it's a very good one because everybody can notice about your speech. And when you're going into the body, you're explaining about your experience, which is related to the objective of this speech, which is explaining your experience and also implementing part of the development communication plan in here. And I see that you have many times explaining about your experience. There are 3 points that I got in here, which is first time as getting premium articles. And I think the most important thing is when you get to find a very difficult resources and how to maintain a situation where there is no certainty. I think this is where you get to implement your project in a very good way. Movement in here, I suggest that when you're starting to mention your client, better not to mention this because it's confidentiality. And also, when you're trying to explain about your speech, please just give one example because 5 minutes is a lot of things to talk. So better just give like one examples. And also when you're giving planning, please make it like a continuity flow so everyone can relate from your experience, how you solve it from the beginning and the process and until the end and how is the result. So from there, everyone can get to know how you can solve your problem for delivering your communication plan in your experience. And after all, I really like how you do your body language, also your facial expressions is very supporting because you can really relate to your experience. And also there's a time when getting information from a source, please inform them to validate again because sometimes we can hear there's a hoax in some of information, especially in when you're delivering a newsroom. Yeah, that is the toughest field. Please ensure that how you validate each of the information because it is one of the most important thing. And overall, I like your speech and thank you. And over to you, Madam G.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tia. Though we really want to see your face while you are evaluating, I'm really sorry to ask to turn it off a while ago. And I believe that you are also a member of Jakarta Lions Toastmasters Club, right? Toastmaster Tia?
Yes, I'm a member from 2 clubs, Jakarta Lions and also Plaza Toyota.
Yeah, thank you, and thank you for saying also yes for our invite to evaluate our member speech. So we have our 4th evaluator for tonight, who is Toastmaster Andika. He will be evaluating the evaluation speech of Toastmaster Layala. So please help me welcome Toastmaster Andika. Sorry.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of all? No, I'm not gonna talk about Snow White or Maleficent, but what I'm focusing on is the mirror. Mirror is the important part of evaluator, because mirror gives self-reflection without exaggerating parts of it. And that's what Toastmaster Yala has done successfully to Toastmaster Almi. He began with congratulating her. And I think that is great, because it starts with the warm feeling, the warm welcome on the evaluation. And also, Toastmaster Yala used a good structure from congratulations, positive feedback, constructive, and also congratulations in the end. I think that is well done. And also, what Toastmaster Yala did very well is to give examples, whether it is a positive feedback or constructive feedback, he always back it up with example. And what I like the most about Toastmaster Yala's evaluation method, it's like talking to a friend. He uses positive language. You know, when friends evaluating, we don't feel judged. And that's what Toastmaster Yala did to Toastmaster Almi. You have demonstrated a lot of good evaluators' attitude and also what evaluators should have done, Toastmaster Yala. It would be great if you could have more engaging body gesture and facial expression, whether you give positive feedback or constructive feedback. Why? Because evaluation is also a performance itself for you, especially in Toastmaster. So, congratulating, giving positive feedback, giving constructive feedback, why don't we accompany with a great performance of evaluation? So, next, I will challenge you to give more engaging body gesture and facial expression. So to conclude, you have done very well with the structure, you gave example of positive feedback, and your friendly evaluation, so you just need to demonstrate your great performance in evaluating. Remember, evaluating people is a way to demonstrate to be inquisitive and put interest in the speaker. Back to you, GE.
Thank you, Toastmaster Andika. Evaluating an evaluation speech is challenging since you are only given a short period of time to think on how you will deliver your own evaluation speech. But well done. Thank you for all the evaluations tonight. Yeah, so Toastmaster Galvin, are all the evaluators eligible to be voted?
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Melanie. Sorry. Unfortunately, Toastmaster Layala is not eligible to be voted. So please vote for Toastmaster Jello and distinguished Toastmaster Tia or Toastmaster Andika.
Okay, Toastmaster Ricky. Yeah. Do we already have the link? Yes, right?
Yes.
Yes. So kindly check the chat box for the link and please vote for the best evaluator for tonight. Thank you for reposting it. So we will be proceeding. So while you are voting, we're going to proceed now to the evaluation reports of our role takers. So yeah. Wait. Yeah. So now it is time for our other role takers to give us the report. Let's start with our grammarian, Toastmaster Dana. Toastmaster Dana.
Thank you, TM Melanie, my fellow Toastmasters and guests. So we have listened to wonderful speeches tonight, and now let's take a look at my grammarian report for our learning process. So hold on. So let me start with Tim Almira. So the first area is this brings up the questions. So it should be this brings up the questions because brings is plural. So no need to put the questions. And then for the Rizky, for the first area, others are in the greater risk. So it should be others are at greater risk. And then next will be no one who will be ready. So it should be no one is ready. This is an area of improvement for the MDW. And then for the next one, for VTM Christie, one of my friend, it should be one of my friends because one of is indicating a particular member out of a set with a multiple members in it. So it is correct to use the plural form. So for the quotes, I think I will start it by sharing the first quote from our guest, guest Pandey, soon to be Toastmaster Pandey. There is no such a child that doesn't want to be born. I think this is one of the most beautiful quote, and I think that we all agree that that there's no such a child that doesn't want to be born. And then for the last quote, it's from our guest, soon to be Toastmaster Dani. You can love someone without being loved. I think that's all from me. Back to you, Tia Melanie.
Oh, you can love someone without being loved. Thank you, Toastmaster Dana, for that report.
Yeah.
So let's go now to our next rule taker, Toastmaster Mulyadin. Can you please give us now your AWOD report?
Okay, thank you so much, TM Melanie, as our general evaluator. Okay, my fellow Toastmasters and guests whom I love. In general, every speaker delivered their speeches very well. My notes on the filler words and word of the day will be for your reference in developing your communication skills further. And from my note, I took some notes from our speakers because we only have 3 speakers, prepared speakers. Congratulations for all the speakers. They have only less than 5 filler words today. And I could mention one by one. TM Almira, you only have 3 filler words. And you mention our word of the day 3 times or maybe 4 times. That's very good for you. And then TM Rizky, you have 4 filler words and no mentioning of our VOD today. For the next TM Dewey, you only have 1 filler word, only then you mention 1 word of the day one time. That's good for all the speakers. And for the table topic speakers, we have more than 10 filler words for Pandey, soon to be Toastmaster Pandey, and soon to be Toastmaster Dani. And also for 6 to 10 filler words, we have Dava. for 2 until 5 filler words, we have TM Elios, soon to be Toastmaster Wira, Isyaki, TM Christie, and Denise. And for one filler, only have one filler is TM Dentio, TM or guest Dentio. And congratulations for our friend from other Toastmaster club, TM Chandra Yusuf. He has no filler word at all. It's excellent for TM Chandra Yusuf. And for word of the day, only 3 speakers, table topic speakers, mention VOD today. TM Densia mentioned 1, Danny 2, and Denise 1 word of insecutive. Then for the evaluator, I have noted that TM Layala have more than 10 filler words. Most of them is and I. Nah. And then for TM Jello, no filler words at all. Congratulations, you are great. Only long pause to think. You have long pause to sing the words maybe, or you give the pause. Yeah, it's good. And then for Tia Sujana, TM Tia Sujana, you have 8 filler words. I counted. Only there is no other fillers, only Then TM Andika, you are great too, without a filler word at all. And you mentioned 1 hour VOD, or word of the day today. And that's all from my report. Back to you, Madam General Evaluator. Yes,
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Mulidin, for your detailed report on the A and WOD. So that ends, no, I'm just kidding. So that ends their report. So I will be giving my overall report now. So before I start my, my evaluation, I have one question. Did you enjoy tonight's meeting? You can unmute yourself.
Yes.
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 Yes, okay. I already prepared. Thank you. So SCBD Toastmasters Club meeting is actually my Friday night habit. So, but please, this is not with bias. This evaluation is without bias. So I always enjoy meeting new people through this club. If you can see, we have 10 out of 31 participants who are actually guests, not yet at Toastmaster members. So for our guests who are here, thank you for coming. And that's actually good. It means that our team, our public relations, really boost their what do you call that? Their invites to the non-Toastmaster members here. And the meeting room was started on time, was opened on time. The guests were welcome. I believe so. And we have our role takers from Toastmaster Irfan. Our Toastmaster of the meeting introduced the meeting theme. You also guided the audience by giving short evaluation at the end of each speaker. So if they weren't able to hear the speech, you actually give something so that we can catch up on those speeches that they gave. And maybe how may I help you for being a Toastmaster of the meeting? Maybe for the next meeting, you may want to share a slide or 2 of today's theme so that they will see what the theme is about. It's not only audio, but it's also visual, because I is also a visual person. So yeah, and a slide or 2 of today's theme and word of the day. But nonetheless, you are very good Toastmaster of the meeting. And for our role takers today, all of them except our president are all first timers in their roles today. So first timer as a grammarian, Toastmaster Danang. First timer as a ballot counter, Toastmaster Ricky. Am I correct? Yeah. And first timer as an AWOD counter is Toastmaster Mulitin. And congratulations for your report today. Yeah. So maybe how may I help you with your roles? It's okay to be detailed. It's really okay. Don't wait. It's okay to be detailed, and it's okay to explore new things, new ways on delivering the reports. And but congratulations with your doing your roles tonight. And we also have our table topics master. Woo! I really love sorry. I really love how you created your presentation, how you opened the table topic session. I feel like it's really my term break now, and I really feel like that I want to travel. So thank you for that, Toastmaster Garda. And the questions are very, it's very relatable for everyone. How may I help you? Maybe we also have to try to think of the, to relate the word of the day so that the people will still use the word of the day for the table topics. But nonetheless, the table topic session was really great. You were able to invite or encourage the guests to join the table topics. Yay! We have brave souls, and hopefully they will join the the Toastmasters Club, our club there. And for overall, for our club, for this meeting, it is always good to spend my Friday night here at SCBD, as we are full of insights and new learning, or our aha moments from our speakers, our speakers, from our evaluators and participants that we have, especially tonight. And these are not only from our club, but these are also from our visiting Toastmasters and to our dear guests. And thank you, the SCBD Toastmaster Club and everyone. And now I return the control to our Toastmaster of the meeting.
Okay, thank you very much, Toastmaster Melanie. So guys, we received a lot of knowledge from all the prepared speakers, from the psychological knowledge, and then second is social science of COVID-19, and also about journalistic, how a journalist fight with uncertainty. Furthermore, we also have a lot of additional knowledge about tourism destination in Indonesia, where in every destination there's an interesting and meaningful quotes with a deep story about love, of course. So, and then the evaluation is very constructive in a structured way. So, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, if you want to get this new muscle of knowledge and network, just contact Toastmaster Almi and don't hesitate to join our club through Toastmaster Almi. Our meeting will be held on Friday. Yeah. Next meeting is on 2 October. We have a weekly meeting, regular weekly meeting, consistent from the first of COVID as of now. So thank you very much. That's all from me. Thank you very much for your attention, your spirits, and your energy. Thank you. Thank you. Back to Toastmaster Gavin.
Oh, it's night time. Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Irfan, for such a great way to lead this meeting tonight. Okay, so before I close, I would like to invite all of us to the most awaited session of the meeting, which is ballot count report, Hall of Fame. Please, Toastmaster Ricky, tell us who is the best tonight.
Thank you, Toastmaster Galvin. I will share my screen first. Okay. This is the moment of truth. And my screen is shown?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Here is the best prepared speaker. Tarang.
Bro.
Yay!
Yay!
Congratulations,
Why?
Dwi.
Why is that my Congrats, Toastmaster Dwi.
Mata Dwi.
Mantap.
Great for you.
Next,
Mantap,
Najwa
mantap.
Shihab.
Congratulations, Toastmaster Dwi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ricky.
And the best table topic speakers goes to Dini.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, soon to be Toastmaster Dinis.
Thank you, everyone.
Finally, Toastmaster Dinis.
I hate you, Melanie.
And the best speech evaluator goes to
My hand hurts. Stop.
Toastmaster Andika.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Congrats, Toastmaster
And
Andika.
Congratulations, Tim Andika.
Congrats to all of you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ricky, for delivering the Hall of Fame. And congratulations to all the winners of Hall of Fame tonight. It was all of the speeches are really great that you have delivered, and also from other speakers as well. All of the speakers are really, really great. Before I close the meeting, I would like to invite some of the guests, particularly guests who have not talked even a little bit in our meeting. I would like to invite soon to be Toastmaster Andra. Can you please unmute yourself and give us some opinion? What is your opinion about our meeting tonight?
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. I think for the meeting tonight is very inspiring to me. It's enhanced my public speaking to actually I'm a quite shy person, and it's very inspiring. That's it.
It's
Hello?
yeah, it's okay. Soon to be Toastmaster Andra. If you would like to come to our meeting again to next week, of course, you don't have to be shy anymore. You can participate in the table topics session, of course, in the next meeting. And also, I would like to invite a request from Toastmaster Dwi to invite Kisti, was it the name? Kisti. Where is it? Kisti, yeah, Kisti. Hi, Kisti. Is there Kisti? I think Kisti has just left. I think Kisti has just left the meeting. She does not want to be called Toastmaster Dwi. I'm very sorry for your scheme. Okay, and I would like to ask. I think I would like to ask Almer. Hi, Almer. I think this is your second time here at SCBD Toastmaster Club.
Hello.
So, what is your impression about our meeting tonight?
Hello?
Yes.
I cannot hear your question.
Oh, sorry.
Can you repeat it?
Sure. What is your impression about our meeting tonight? Please share it.
I think today's meeting, I like the substance more than the last week meeting, especially the first one about the cognitive ease, and it got me thinking, and I actually take some notes from that presentation. So I think the presentation is good. The substance is also very good.
Thank you, Almer.
Maybe that's all.
Yeah, thank you, Almer, for delivering your impression about our meeting tonight, and also congratulations to Toastmaster Almira. Your speech really move someone's actually here about the cognitive ease. And I think I would like to also ask soon to be Toastmaster Pandey. Is he still here? Soon to be Toastmaster Pandey.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yes, soon to be Toastmaster Pandey. Sorry, I believe you were an exco in SCBD Toastmaster Club, yeah?
Yeah, previously it was 5 years ago.
Yeah. Please, what is your impression about SCBD Toastmasters now, maybe compared to your time?
Well, it was not such a difference between the ones in the 2015 until now. I think that the ambience is there. Although we are in the COVID situations where we are not meeting each other, but the substance is not deteriorated. So the ambience is there. Everyone feel very how to say very open. I really congratulate to all the exco to make the ambience great, although it's kind of virtual meeting, and also congratulate all the people who has joined this meeting. So especially the guests, I think that Toastmasters has really beneficial for for your personal, both in personal or even a career development, because communication is very essential nowadays. So I think that by joining Toastmaster, it's really it's kind of how to say, a workshop for you to improve your communication skill as well.
Thank you. Thank you, soon to be Toastmaster Pandey, for the testimony to join SCBD Toastmaster Club. And so you have heard the opinion, you have heard the testimony from a former SCBD Toastmaster member. If you would like to feel your inquisitive feeling about what is this actually Toastmaster, please do stay after this meeting, because we usually do our after party meeting until 4 in the morning. Which is being led by Toastmaster Melanie usually.
Last time, yeah, 4 a.m. I was there with Mulyatin, Aryo, and Melanie.
Excuse me, I'm working. I was working. So if you want to stay, everyone, just stay with these boys.
Okay.
Oh my God.
So if you would like to feel your inquisitive feeling, please do stay.
Stay with us here until morning.
Until late in the night.
Until drop.
And before I close the meeting, I would like to remind all of the members, because I would like to remind you all, I believe this is 25 of September already, which is already payday, which I would like to remind all of you the membership fee. So I would like to remind all of you to please renew the membership with SCBD Toastmaster Club to help all of us to develop together with all of us. Is there any further information from Toastmaster Almira that you would like to share? Oh, Toastmaster Almira is gone already, or Toastmaster Danang? Toastmaster Danang is already gone as well. So I think that's, Toastmaster Danang, if you have any kind of announcement from membership committee? Do you have any?
Yeah, I just want to remind all the SCBD Toastmasters to, if you willing to renew your membership, please just PM me through WhatsApp, or to PM to TM Almira. I think that's all from me. And then for any guest who wants to join the SCBD Toastmasters, you can PM me through WhatsApp, and I will share the information through this chat box.
Thank you, Toastmaster Danang. Yeah. And sorry, is there any visiting Toastmaster who would like to share some share some invitation to your Toastmaster meeting?
I would, if you want.
Please.
Okay, I have typed on the chat box, everyone. If you want to come to a business TMC Club, feel free to come to visit us at October 6th at 7 p.m. And you can search on the chat box the ID and the passcode there. Our team will be digital marketing and word of the day's marketplace. You can SPP to Pak Alan, TTM Alan. And thank you. See you there. We have our Empire meeting every first and third of Tuesday of the month. Thank you, SCBD. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Elios. First and third Tuesday or Thursday? Tuesday. I remember.
Tuesday.
First and third Tuesday of the month for Empire Toastmaster Club. And is there any other visiting Toastmaster who would like to announce their meetings?
Can I?
Sure.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Galvin. Hello, everyone. I'm Christy from UI Toastmaster Club. I want to invite you to our meeting tomorrow at 7 a.m. We will conduct the Speak Town speech, so only prepare speech and evaluation session. And I hope you also want to join with us to give support to your speaker and to enjoy our time in that meeting. And if you want to know more about our club, please follow our Instagram, UI Toastmaster Club. That's all from me. Over to you, Toastmaster Galvin.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kriti. Remember that 7 a.m. in the morning. 7 a.m. in the morning. Please do wake up before that. Okay, I think that's all from me, and also no other announcement. So I would like to close the meeting with the sound of my handphone, as always. That's the sound, and happy weekend, everybody.
Happy weekend. Thank you so much.
Have a nice weekend. Thank you very much.
Hold on, guys. Don't move before we talking.
Don't leave.
We have to move, but they don't have to leave. Or else.
Don't breathe.
When do you want to move? When do you want to move?
Hey, Denise.
Don't move. Don't move.
And
when do you want to move? Do you want to move to your bed? Your single bed?
We have Denise and Pande here.
Oh, hey.
Hey, Denise, congratulations.
My enemy.
Wow,
It's not me, Denise.
Melody keeps bugging me on the private chat.
It has been like 3 weeks, right? I mean, 3 sessions that I ask you to share your thoughts and table topics. See, well, I don't know if Toastmaster Aryo was able to, where is he now?
Toastmaster Aryo is currently in the test, in an exam.
Oh, okay. So his spirit is just here. Hi, Toastmaster Pande.
Yeah, Maria will appear at midnight.
At 1.
I will enjoy my term
At 1
break,
a.m.
guys. Toastmaster Pande, hello.
Aryo is here. Aryo is here.
How can you check the DCP point, Toastmaster Pande? Can you?
Come again?
Yeah.
Come again?
There's a name of Aryo Danuardo here, and where is his?
Oh, wait, what are you asking, Uyun? Toastmaster Uyun?
So for SCBD Toastmaster members, so we have a very great news. Actually, Kak Galvin aja deh yang ngomong.
Yes, I forgot. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, me. Oh, I am the one. Okay, so yeah, actually, there is some kind of goal for each club to achieve something. There is a distinguished club. There is a
achieve something.
There is something.
What's that something?
And there is a presidential club. Actually, you will not get any money. You will not get any cup. You will not get any trophy. But you will get the pride. You will get the pride of becoming a winner. So we have achieved that first stepping stone, which is the distinguished club I forget the P. The DC, which is the Distinguished Club level, because we have reached 5 out of 10 goals. These 10 goals is supposed to be reached within 1 year, but we have just reached 5 within just 3 months. Great work from all members actually, because this man. Yeah, there will be prize from this exercise. Oh, really? What is? How much?
Oh, is that?
How much money?
It's money.
Acrylic trophy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually,
I thought pizza.
You have like sort of like ribbons. Like when I was in president before, I got the president distinguished club.
Oh.
But, I also got the the ribbons. Perhaps that in your banner, if there is some sort of the banners for the president distinguished club, right?
Oh, is it from